But I can imagine that there's a sense of frustration around, oh, no, this is not what I mean. So what are the misunderstandings that you've encountered? And maybe that's, yeah, what are the misunderstandings?
I think
Silke,
there are really something like patterns, misunderstanding patterns. So, and maybe one reason that we can say that all processes where we were so successful is that you do not get every interested client under contract, because you have to clarify in advance a lot of things. So is this really the right way what the client wants to go? So, and I think one misunderstanding what we have right now is, you can see this as well on social media, is that you can say you can mix and tweak everything. So here a little bit a command of control, and here a little bit self-organization for advance. So, oh, I like your idea, I really enjoy it, but I think the old stuff is not completely wrong, so I can mix it up like I want. So this is something where you said, okay, now please decide for something what is consistent. And if you think the old thing is consistent, it's good, please stay there. But this mixing up something and name it like, so this is never working out. So this has to do with systemic thinking, with critical thinking, and this is a precondition before you can start working, so that you have on the other side a couple of persons who really want this, and they are looking for something. We say, okay, from the systemic view, this must be logic, this must be completely, yes, stable for this. You need this consistency to become a stable system. And this is something what you have to clarify in advance. And this misunderstanding, I think, right now is really popular.
It's like the number one misunderstanding, right?
Yeah.
I would call it the best intentions trap. I recently edited this, some of you might know, I recently edited this book with quotes by W. Edwards Deming, a man who passed away 30 years ago. So he's long gone, but he was so accurate in articulating this trap. And some of his quotes are about, the worst is people with best intentions. People with best intentions should stay at home, sleep long, and stay out of the company because they break everything. Best intentions ruin the world. Best intentions are not enough. And this has been a hype of fashion. I mean, it's very extreme. It's screaming on the internet almost. This notion, flawed notion that best intentions are enough. Oh, we have the best intentions. This is new work. This is happy work. Of course, Dan earlier mentioned the example of Zappos that declared to create a happy company, but they didn't have the rigor or didn't apply the rigor to make the structural changes needing to create happiness at work. Ultimately, they failed at doing that. They picked the wrong tool as well over time, and then everything collapsed. So I think among our top list of top wrongnesses, top failures in the market, of top misunderstandings is probably this: best intentions are enough. They are not enough. According to W. Edwards Deming, you need knowledge. He called it knowledge. We call it theory, concept, rigor. You need the invitation-based rigor. You need the time boxing of change. Otherwise, you cannot change a system that's in business and has to continue business. You cannot even do it. So you need these principles of, let's say, democracy, decentralization, self-organization, invitation, time boxing, and best intentions are nothing. They don't make the future happen. Silke, do you have another one?
Yes, of course. I think what we see in what I saw in every process is this misunderstanding about what does an invitation means. So when they have this invitation-based work, and then a few people in this kind of process think, oh, it's voluntary, so when I don't accept nothing will change for me personally. And in between of these 90 days, there is a reaction, oh, now I'm surprised. So we will create a lot of changes, and I'm not part of this because I decided maybe not to attend from the beginning. And now I'm a little bit shocked. So this is something, this kind of process. So this, it's not well trained how to work in the invitation based process.
Mhm.
And this happens all the time. It's not critical because you can always step in. So this is not the point, but this creates a little bit of nervous behavior, I would say. So it's always the same. I thought it's invitation based, so I can decide for my own that I can stay in the old way and do my work. So.
Yes, and this and in fact, when the system changes, is transformed during the 90 days, everybody gets wet. Everybody will have to change their patterns, and the sponsor and top managers, especially, they learn the most, right? That's what we learned from.